Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are you all? Samaj International Lecture 12. I hope you are enjoying this series. Now, let's start. What is this electronic configuration? Electronic configuration. Keep this very important thing in your mind that you are beginners. You are beginners, not at advanced level. So, better to tell you something simple. It's really a bit confusing and complex word, electronic configuration. Lecture 12, electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. Again I am asking, what is this? Sir, we use it to write on the board. No, it's not my question. My question, what is this? The simple question, simple answer, this is a marker. Okay, fine. What is this? Electronic configuration, a method. To the point answer. What is this? Electronic configuration is actually a method. Just like the recipe, just like a recipe. With the help, what is this recipe? With the help of recipe, you can cook something. Got it? You can cook something with the help of that recipe. How? Because in that recipe, the method is written and the things are written which you are needed during this cooking, right? Just like this electronic configuration is a method. Okay, recipe helps us to make or cook food. So this electronic configuration, if it is a method, yes, it is a method, then this method will help us. But in which sense? With the help of this method, what do? We fill shells. We fill shells, or fill, or you can say place electrons in shells. With the help of this electronic configuration is the method, and by using this method, what can you do? You can place electrons in shells. So it's not a difficult thing. First of all, you need to know what is this shells. The shell, orbit, energy level. These three words are similar. There is a difference between these three words, but not now. These three words are similar: shell, orbit, or energy level. Path where electrons revolve around the nucleus. Got it? These are the paths where electrons revolve around the nucleus. You can call it the circular path. The circular path. Let's draw the structure of an atom. For example, oxygen atom. How many electrons are there? 8 protons, 8 neutrons, 8. In electronic configuration, there is no need to know the number of proton and number of neutron. No, you need to know the number of electrons. Got it? So this is a nucleus. Proton 8, neutron 8. Now this is the first shell. There are some different methods. Classical method, there is a rule called octet rule. What is the meaning of this word? Octet, 8. Octet rule. This is called the octet rule. 8, octet. Why? Why this rule is called the octet rule, which we are using here? Just wait. Now, rules in the light of this octet rule. First rule, only put 2 electrons. in the first shell. In the first shell. So how many electrons are there? 8 electrons. This is the first shell. This circle is actually nucleus. So this electron, 2 electrons. And the second rule is, now you can place other than the first shell 8 electrons. 8 electrons. You can place 8 electrons, but if you don't have 8 electrons, doesn't matter how many you have, because total electrons you had 8 electrons, 8 minus 2, 6 electrons are remaining. You are to place these 6 electrons, but in the next shell. But how? This is something difficult. But how? How many electrons you have? 6 electrons. Which number is the shell? What is the number of the shell? This is the second shell. Second shell. How many electrons you can keep in this second shell? 8 electrons. Got it? Only in the first shell it is compulsory to keep only 2 electrons. Other than the first shell, you can keep 8 electrons. Got it? But now you have remaining only 6 electrons, then you will have to place only these 6 electrons. But how? How can you place these 6 electrons? Top, bottom, left, right. You are to take 4 electrons first. Be careful about it. Top, bottom, right, left. Top, bottom, right, left. Then start pairing. Pairing according to your wish. How many electrons are remaining? You were 8, then 6 remained, and out of this 6, now 2 electrons are remaining. Now what you are to do? Is there any space remaining in this second shell? Yes, there is a space remaining. This is the second shell, and the capacity of the second shell is maximum 8 electrons. You can fill 8 electrons. So still there is a space there in the second shell. But be careful. After filling the top, bottom, right, left electron, the 4 electrons, now you are to pair electrons. You are to make pairs. I am going to make the first pair of my own wish. Like this, the first pair. Now, how many electrons remained? 2 electrons. Minus 1, just 1 electron is remaining. You can pair with every electron, any electron according to your wish. I am using this one, the bottom one. In a simple wording, you will have to start pairing in this octet rule. After placing these top, bottom, left, right electron. After placing these top, bottom, left, right electron, then you can start pairing. Without these 4 electrons, before placing these 4 electrons, you can never pair up electrons. Be careful about it. So now, how many electrons this diagram is showing? The first 2 electrons in the first shell, and 1, 2, 2, 4 and 2, 6. 6 and 2. 6 plus 2, 8 electrons. How many electrons oxygen atom has? 8 electrons. Let's take another example. Nitrogen atom. Electron 7, proton 7, neutron 7. No need to see these protons and neutrons in electronic configuration. If this P is equal to 7 and N is equal to 7. Now the first shell, what does this octet rule tell you? First shell, 2 electrons only, 7 minus 2, 5 electrons are remaining. Now take the second shell. What is the maximum number of electrons you can put in the second shell? 8 electrons. But you have only 5 electrons remained. Then again starting top, bottom, right and left. just one electron is remaining, you can pair it with your choice like this. Be careful about it that this last shell is actually called valence shell. Valence shell. And the number of unpaired electrons is called valency. Valency. What is this valency? Number of unpaired electron in the valence shell or in the last shell. So we have done the electronic configuration in the light of octet rule. Be careful about it. And what is this valency? The number of unpaired electron in the valence shell or last shell. So how many electrons are unpaired? 1, 2, 3. So simply the valency of nitrogen, is 1. The valency of nitrogen is 1. Another definition of its valency is combining power of an atom. Why do we call it the combining power of an atom? We will discuss it later in our next video, in which I will tell you why atoms are uniting. You can arise a question now, sir, this is a molecule, why atoms? Why? What is the compulsion? Why these atoms are compelling to get unite? Why? Why don't these atoms can live alone? Which thing is compelling these these two atoms to get close and make a molecule? Which thing is compelling? I will tell you inshallah in my next video. Got it? And be careful about it. This valency is also called the combining power of atom, and this is really a big concept. And still a lot of is still remaining to tell you about this valency, but not now. It's your beginning. Take care of yourself. Again, no like, no subscribe, only share.